is no shelter in place yet, and we're hearing from a witness. Okay, getting a new tweet here, monitoring social media accounts of the City of Baytown, telling us, and I'm going to read it for you, our emergency response teams, this is a statement from ExxonMobil saying, our emergency response teams have responded to a fire at our ExxonMobil Baytown complex. As a precaution, our industrial hygiene staff will conduct air quality monitoring around the complex and in the community. So that's good news. It sounds like thank you, Chris. It sounds like the facility is appropriately responding, and they're going to be monitoring whatever is being sent out in the air. And that's really the concern in light of ITC and other things. Our community has experienced these sorts of plant fires. The next obvious question as this situation unfolds is what is burning and what is being released into the air as that thick plume of smoke goes up into the air. That is a concern for folks in and around that facility, folks who live there, folks who work in the area. And Exxon saying they have a special hygiene team that will be monitoring air quality to make sure there's nothing dangerous. At this point, again, no shelters in place and no injuries reported, which we always like to hear. Interestingly enough, a viewer telling us, want to reiterate, this is one viewer calling into our newsroom who says he works behind the plant, I should say, in an office building, and that they heard an explosion, they felt an explosion, and that when that happened, it shook their entire office building and definitely rattled some windows.
Some of our viewers have said,
so this is I'm going to read, let me take a look at this first. So this is from ExxonMobil. This appears to be a message that was sent out to plant workers, it looks like, or folks who work on the facility. Yeah, and they are saying our emergency response teams, ExxonMobil's emergency response teams have responded to a fire at the ExxonMobil Baytown complex. They are working to extinguish the fire, and again, reiterating they're going to be monitoring the air quality and conducting testing of the air to make sure.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you guys seen that clip, I used to work there, guys. I used to work there at ExxonMobil right here in Baytown, Texas. And I was working for a company named called Can USA Inc. I used to work for that company. I worked for that company for about 2 months. I found out that it wasn't for me. Really scary job. The job was requiring for me to get on a 200 feet. There was a 200 feet tower, a live tower, running propane through it. I refused to do it. I wasn't comfortable. I had just finished my rope access training class about a week before that they wanted me to, do the job. And, they wanted me to start off way at the top. I wasn't comfortable with it. I asked them, hey, can I start, from the bottom, work my way up? That way I can get comfortable with the equipment. And that was another thing, guys. I trusted my equipment, but, it was me. I didn't have that much experience up there with that kind of stuff. So the job was for us to go up at the very top. They had a platform up there, and they wanted us to go up there and replace all the brackets and plates that was underneath that platform for support. So in order for us to go up and do the job, we have to run all the ropes up there at the very top, and then climb down. Use our device, to climb down and then do the job. I didn't feel safe. I didn't like the job, and I couldn't do it. So I quit. Yep, I quit. The same day I quit. When they told me I had to go up there, I told them absolutely not me. I'm not going up there. I went on ahead and quit. And you know what? even though they was paying good, they were paying like close to $40,000 an hour. And to me, you have to weigh your options out. Is it gonna be worth it? To me, it wasn't worth it for my family. By me having at the time she was 7 months old or 8 months old, and it wasn't worth it. I wanted to come home and see my daughter, and so I didn't do it. And that's what you guys have to come up, and if y'all have a problem like that, man, I wouldn't be scared to speak up and tell somebody, because you can easily hurt somebody or hurt yourself in that process by you doing that job. So I walked out. I felt good about it. I ain't gonna lie, that's the first job I ever felt good about quitting, because it was dangerous. That's a dangerous place to go in. I walked through some units. It was so hot and dangerous. Everything was shaky, and the platforms was rusted out, weak. Man, it was a scary situation. But it's like, okay, either you stay and make this money, they paying you pretty good, or look for something else if you don't feel comfortable. I ain't gonna lie, guys. At the time that I started that job in the plants, that's when I think they had an explosion in Lawndale, and I forgot the other chemical plant name, but it was close to like Liberty and Dayton area. So I started around that time, and man, every day walking in that environment was scary, really scary. And I just had to make a choice. And you guys have to make the same choice. Y'all have to make the same choice. Either do it for the money or do it for your family, man. That day I picked my family. I felt like they were way more worth than that job, or what they was paying me. So you guys have to make up your mind. A lot of people like to work in the plants because of that pay rate. They pay you a lot. And a lot of people like that pay rate. $30 an hour, $35 an hour, $40 an hour, because it's paying more than what everybody else is paying. You get paid that high, you feel like you're way high in the sky, but that's not the case. The job can be very dangerous, and you have to deal with it. So I'm not here to talk you guys ears off, but it's your decision at the end of the day. It's your decision, and I had to pick mine. So hey guys, if you like the video, consider yourself subscribing, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and join the King's Life channel. Yeah, man, I don't know what to think. I'm glad I quit in time. Now that I'm seeing the explosion, it's crazy, it's scary, it's crazy. I could have been up there working. I could have been up there working, y'all. I'll get with y'all in the next video. Peace.